In the last couple of years, almost 5,000 people each year have decided to pack up and move to the Space Coast, where Merritt Island is located, and call it home. In today's video, I'm going to cover the 7 reasons why people move to Merritt Island and why you'll love living here too. Now, it shouldn't be news to anyone that Florida has had the great migration over the last 5 years. I mean, it seems like everybody from everywhere has decided to pack up and move into the Sunshine State, and I am no exception. I also packed up and moved from 1,200 miles away when we moved from Rhode Island and decided we were going to head south and call Merritt Island our home. And truthfully, it has not let us down. It's been absolutely incredible. Over the last couple of years, I have been able to serve so many people just like yourself who are considering making the move to Merritt Island. All of you have such great questions, but what I have found over that time is that you're not any different than what we were when we moved here. We came here because of the great weather and the lifestyle. There were also other things that we discovered that we weren't aware of that turned out to be absolutely incredible. Now, there are some things that are challenging too, and we cover all kinds of pros and cons in videos. But in today's video, I want to cover the top 7 reasons why we see people just like you making the move to the area. And if we've never met before, my name is Rachel Langley. I make videos that are all about Merritt Island and the Space Coast and what it's like to live here. I'm also a licensed real estate agent and help people just like you buy, sell, relocate, and even invest here in the Merritt Island area. So if you're into Merritt Island and you want to know everything about it, do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I post videos just like this every week. So the first reason why people love living in Merritt Island is the same reason why we moved here. The cost of living, which is relatively affordable compared to other areas in the United States. Now, I know there are Merritt Island locals here who might say that in the last 5 years, this place has become more expensive than they are used to. And I gotta be honest with you, if I was living here 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago, I would totally be on the same page. But over the last couple of years, I've also seen things increase dramatically from about 5 years ago. But it was so inexpensive to begin with. We moved here from Rhode Island and our taxes on our properties were so much higher than I am paying even today. So that was an extreme value to me. Also, I don't pay state income tax, which is another huge benefit. So that's something to take into consideration. So the overall cost of housing when we moved here, I thought that Merritt Island was an absolute steal, especially being a riverfront community. If you look at what is happening nationally, it still is. Now, I want to break down some of these numbers for you guys. Right now, at the time of this recording, the median sale price in the United States is right about $414,000 to buy a home anywhere in the United States. Okay, so the median here in Merritt Island, we are sitting at $465,000. Now that's slightly more expensive, but you get to live close to the ocean, have access to the intercoastal, which for some people is just not a benefit, but for others, they absolutely love it like me. Now, when you start to compare us to other cities like Miami, this is where the real rubber hits the road and you'll see the big gap in housing prices. Like I said, the median sale price here in Merritt Island is $465,000, but if we go over to Miami, the median sales price then goes to a whopping $668,000. And if you want to move a little bit further north because you don't think that you can afford Miami, Fort Lauderdale is $558,000. Even Vero Beach, just below us, is $651,000. You can really see why Merritt Island is so attractive. You got the Intercoastal and the Atlantic Ocean just a stone's throw away without having to pay Miami prices. So this is why Merritt Island is so extremely attractive to people relocating to Florida. Another reason why you'll love living in Merritt Island is our incredible weather. 5 months out of the year, our average temperature is in the 70s, and we have really mild winters that are absolutely stunning. We have very low rainfall during the time period and an abundance of sunshine. Those are the main draws that bring people here. I know that was one of the reasons we definitely packed up and moved down here. Now, it does get what I would like to say incredibly toasty in the summer. That's the best way I can explain it. It's not for everyone, and this is something you need to keep in perspective. I have absolutely helped people move out of the state as well because they're sick of hot. I would rather, for me, sweat any day of the week than have to bundle up in cold gear and go out and scrape the car, but that's just me. Some people love the snow. You may not be coming from that environment, so I just wanted to share this with you because in June, July, and August, these months are all on average right around 90 degrees temperature. And then when you get into September, we get a little bit of a reprieve down into the high 80s, and then it starts to take a break in October. Then again, November is really where we make our hay, so to speak. So it's just an incredible time to be down here. We also get a really nice breeze from the Atlantic Ocean, which helps a lot from the heat. We're a subtropical climate, so we have greenery all year round. It's very rare that you will see brown leaves, so we do have beautiful majestic oak trees here, which we absolutely love in our neighborhood. It's something we have come to adore. I also have one right in my front yard, and it keeps it nice and cool compared to if the sun was directly shining onto our house, so that helps a lot too. So obviously all the palm trees are awesome, but it's something to keep in perspective. The weather here can be extreme at times, and of course we do have the threat of hurricanes. We are very lucky that in general we don't typically suffer from direct hits, but we typically just get tropical storms by the time they make it to our area. But the threat is always there in most parts of Florida. We were nervous about it too, but we've been here for a few years now, and there seems to be a scare every year. But it's just part of living here. Most people who move here can overlook the threat since it's the cost of living in paradise, which is also my outlook on it. Hopefully that shares some perspective with you guys. All right, number 3 on the list, and it happens to be my number 1 reason I love it here. I know this video is not about me, but it's about you. But I do want to share this because it's something that stole our hearts. When my husband and I came to this area, we went to the beach across from the Space Force base. So that beach is called Tables. We walked on the beach and I knew this is where I wanted to live. Our beaches are nothing fancy to brag about compared to the West Coast or Miami, where the sand is white and the water is crystal clear, but our beaches are homey. There's space to spread out, and not a lot of people on top of each other like we were used to every summer in Merritt Island. The water is warm, there were surfers out. That is something very unique to this part of Florida. Not many parts of Florida you can actually surf. Cocoa Beach is known for surfing and is home to Kelly Slater. So it's just beautiful and super relaxing. Living in Merritt Island allows easy access to the beach. Depending on where you settle down, you'll be anywhere from 15 minutes to 20 minutes from the closest beach. There are some awesome beaches that have playgrounds, pavilions, volleyball courts, and ones that just have parking for your access to the beach. Some will charge you to park and some are free. I personally love going to Cape Canaveral and parking at any of the streets named after presidents because it's free parking. But I'm telling you right now, you are going to love the beaches. There's always fun events going on like Surfing Santas for Christmas, which is a huge event that Cocoa Beach does every year. Or there are surf contests, to air shows, to boat racing. The beaches are also an incredible place to watch rocket launches from. I can't tell you how many times we aren't paying attention to the launch schedule. We go to the beach and then all of a sudden there's a launch. It's so cool every time and it never gets old. Now, if you love the outdoors, number 4 is going to be for you. The activities that have available to you in Merritt Island and the Space Coast are incredible. And if you live an outdoor lifestyle, then it's going to be your jam. You're going to love living here, from the boating on the rivers and the ocean, to the fishing, to the kayaking, to the parks, to the bike riding, to the surfing or paddleboarding, running trails. There are so many things here in the Space Coast. You can go on plane rides, skydiving in Titusville, there's helicopter rides, boat rides, you can take the jet skis out. You can either rent them or buy your own. We have incredible parks all around Merritt Island, Kelly West Park being one of them. There's the Ulame Wildlife Sanctuary where you can go bird watching or catch dolphins swimming in the water. Merritt Island has some incredible community parks and county parks, and you can take advantage of all of those if you like the outdoor lifestyle. People are always walking or biking around the neighborhoods. We have about 230 days of sunshine annually, and when you think about the winter months, we get very low rainfall during this season, so it's called our dry season actually. So not only do you get the incredible mild temperature ranging in the 70s, but all the abundant sunshine, and there's very little rain to deal with during that time too. So you see how many people are out and about, and it's a great sight to see. So if you like outdoor activities, there are so many things for you to do and take advantage of in Merritt Island. Number 5 on the list here is people are generally really nice and welcoming here. It was almost a culture shock. Now, this is very subjective. I have heard the opposite from other people, and you'll see the comments from Floridians saying, "Go home, Yankee," or "Don't New York my Florida," and all of that good jazz. But overall, we moved here and everyone was so nice to us from the first day. Stopping at the coffee shop and the worker there asking about us and genuinely having a conversation with us, to all our neighbors waving to us and being friendly, to even in my professional career, I feel like other agents I work with, coworkers and associates are just overall nicer and in a better mood. Overall, most people you meet here aren't originally from Florida either. Whether they moved here last year, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, or 60 years ago, many are transplants themselves, and many of us all have the common objective of moving here to make a better life for ourselves in Florida, which I love so much about this area. Number 6, if you are a space enthusiast or work in aerospace, you will love living here because Merritt Island is home to Kennedy Space Center, SpaceX, and Blue Origin. So not only would you live close to work if you worked at one of those companies or any of the contractors similar to them, but we've had on average 2 launches a month lately, and it seems every year the number gets greater. We have a front row seat just in our back or front yards depending on which way your house faces, and it's so awesome catching launches. Just the other day I was going for a run and looked up and a launch was just going up. It just becomes a part of your everyday life, and it's just really cool. I also highly recommend visiting the Kennedy Space Center, which has a ton of activities and a space museum. They will drive you over close to where you can see the launch pads, and they even host special viewings for big launches. It just never gets old watching the launches. All right, last but not least, the downtown areas close to Merritt Island are so cool. Now, Merritt Island doesn't necessarily have its own downtown area, but we are so close to either Cocoa Village in Cocoa or downtown Cocoa Beach in Cocoa Beach, 2 different cities. Both are areas I love to frequent, whether it be for drinks with friends, going to some nice restaurants, grabbing breakfast, and going for a stroll along the river or along the ocean. Both Cocoa Village and downtown Cocoa Beach are vibrant spots that offer a variety of activities. Cocoa Village is a charming historical area with beautiful tree-lined streets and a range of unique shops, galleries, and boutiques. You can often find live music at cozy bars, enjoy brunch at local cafes, or take in the scenic views along the Indian River. There are also plenty of cultural events like the art festivals and outdoor concerts they have frequently. Downtown Cocoa Beach, on the other hand, is laid back and beachy, perfect for a more relaxed vibe. You'll find fun beachside bars, seafood restaurants, and quirky shops. After a meal or a drink, the beach is just a few steps away, perfect for an evening stroll or some time to relax by the water. Whether you're looking for nightlife or daytime activities, these 2 downtowns offer something for everyone, and I absolutely love living so close to them. So I hope you got some value out of today's video. I'm here to answer any more questions you may have about moving and relocating to Merritt Island or anywhere in the Space Coast for that matter. Don't forget to reach out to me if you're considering making the move to the Merritt Island area. My contact information is on the screen right here, in the pinned comment, and the description below. You can call, text, or email me, or even click the direct link to schedule a call with me. I love helping people relocate to the area as I was once in your shoes, and I know how incredible and life-changing it is to move here. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Rachel Langley, and I'll see you on the next one.